do some justice. They're a pretty good job, so hopefully we can keep up with them. Looks like we've got all of our players today, I believe, except maybe Nickel Daniger may be the only one missing. Hope everybody can hear me all right. Talking through the mask. Try to obey the rules of the Springfield, city of Springfield here. Try and keep everybody safe. Hope everybody out there is keeping safe. Feels good to be back watching some hockey.
Some big old boys down there.
Yeah, some pretty good-sized guys over in the white team over here. We'll see. Maybe the Spirit can get around them with some speed. This year we have the luxury of two goalies. Got Cale Parker and last year returning goalie Zane Lutsky. Zane had a little bit of a groin pull the other night in practice. He might just get some limited duty today, just to keep rested up. We will be going to Kentucky next weekend for first tournament of the year, so it ought to be good. It ought to be interesting. I think Scott's got a better production this year. I think he said it's going to be on the Springfield Varsity SYHA website under the Varsity tab at the bottom. You can watch it there, and I'm not sure if it's going to be on Periscope still or not. The ref calls for the pucks. The clock counts down to the buzzer. Springfield Spirit coming back with a pretty good core from last year. Missing 5 seniors we lost last year. Had a great season. A couple tournament wins and finished second overall with a 2 overtime thriller at the end of the season. Looks like Coach B.J. Norman is starting out with Gabe Kallenberger, centering Whiteworth and Gavin Levin. Zon Werner on defense. And Zon's defensive partner, Gunnar Beaver. One of the new additions. I think he played in Arkansas, or played in JV last year, but he's from Arkansas. The Bears move it up quick. Down into the near corner, Zon pressures. Good D by Zon to get that away. Up the wall to Wyatt Worth. He's on the near wing. Takes it into the corner. Gavin helps pressure. You get behind the net. One up front. Good play by Zon to hustle in there and keep it in the zone. Zon keeps it down low. Matthew Skabinski on the far wall. Tries to keep it in. Oh, a bad, unfortunate play there. Good Cale Parker with the watch it all the way. Good stop. Bears had a little breakaway. Ooh, that was close in the front. Cale covers it up. Bears got to tighten up that defense a little bit behind them, but it's like Brady Allen on D. Wyatt Shemp centering a line with Houston Brackett. Take me a little bit to get used to these lines. A couple of new kids. Eric Life and Brady on defense. Eric chases to the far corner. Pressures his man. Wyatt Shemp moves it up the near corner. Puck over on the far wing. Moves back around to the near corner. Up on the near wall, Brady Allen plays it up to Houston. Houston Brackett moves it in, loses it. Pressures his man, he goes off for a line change. We got John Brown on defense with Cal Bussin. New defensive pairing. They play together pretty good through the years. Gabe Kallenberger up the near wall. Shemp can't get it. Gavin Levin chases on the far wing. John Brown takes it behind. He will send it up the near wall to Wyatt Shemp. Back to John Brown around the corner. They take the far wall to get a breakout. It's caught in Gavin's feet. Kurt Bussin sends it around to the near wall. Quick shot at the circle, far circle. Cale Parker sees it all the way, makes a good stop, and kicks it out. Oh, and they got one in. He was looking for a spot, and I think he picked it up top and may have just went off Cale's shoulder. The Bears go up 1-0. Got Zon Werner and Calvin Wheeler on defense with Matthew Skabinski, Nick Lowe, and Will Peters for forwards. A little miscommunication at the blue line on the face-off. They go into the near corner, try and dig it out. Nick Lowe comes out with it. He sends it to the far corner to the zone. Will Peters gives chase. The Bears break it out. Calvin Wheeler stays with his man, makes a good play to stay with it. Will Peters gets it out to center ice. Bears curl in the spirit zone. Wyatt Shemp sends it in deep. Spirits on a line change. Reinforcements show up. Nope, called off icing. I waited a while for that. Wyatt Shimp chases around behind the net, sends it up the near wall to Gage Robb. He tries to send it out. Zon Werner gets control. He sends it out into the neutral zone. Houston Brackett gives chase. They wave off icing. Back out to neutral ice. Eric Life sends it back in behind the Bears net. Misplay there by the Bears. Wyatt Worth skates in behind the net. Hits a foot and stays in the near corner. Bears send it in deep. Eric Life gets there first. Oh, looks like it could have been a trip. No call there. Well, looks like we got one back. The Bears keep it. Wyatt Worth sends it out to center ice. Bears try to corral. Bears send it back in. Change their players one at a time. Bears gain the zone, pass into the slot, no one home. Bears send it back down to the far corner. Brady Allen corrals it, coming around the near boards for a breakout. Sends it to Wyatt Worth, who flips it up for a line change. Gavin Lovin takes chase. This comes up the near wing. Dangerous play in front, sends it wide. Cale Parker was watching that the whole way. Comes out of the zone. Bears will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Spirit makes some changes. Nick Lowe gives chase. He's out with Matthew Skabinski. I think 18 is, I think 18 is Andrew Johnson. Yeah, he's normally number 12, but I believe he's 18. Cal Bussin sends it out. Bears put it right back in, down low. John Brown gets it behind the net. Sends it to Skibby on the near boards. Up the wing to Nick Lowe. The Bears hold the intercept the pass and hold it in. Quick shot at the side of the net. Cale sees it all the way. Smacks it to the back. Oh, I apologize. 18 is Gunner. Gunner Beaver. Apologize for that. Thanks, Brad Allen, for that. Another new face on the team. Just has a similar, looked like he was skating similar to Andrew, but well, Brad informs me that he could be wrong. It possibly is Andrew. We're not sure. We'll call him 18. John Brown brings it up the near boards. He breaks it out on D. Got Nick Lowe following. He sends it deep to the far corner. 18 gets it. Bears step up. Gage Robb steps up. That was offsides. Bears take it down the far wing. Get around the D for a quick shot on Cale Parker. He stops it, sends it back to the D behind the net. Zahn gets his stick in the way for that pass to the high slot. Ooh, 18 gets a pretty good.
That was Andrew.
Okay, so 18 is Andrew apparently. Andrew Johnson is 18. Okay. So Zahn Werner and Gunnar Beaver on defense with Shimp, Brackett, and Gage Robb on forward line. Yeah. Gunner breaks up the play at the line. The Bears trying to corral it on the near corner. It goes into the near corner. Zahn sends it around. Houston Brackett sends it up. Nobody home. The Bears corral it there. Nope. High stick is safe. Zahn makes chase in the corner, pressures his player, gives a send up to Gage Robb, who breaks out. Got a 2-on-2. They can corral it. Bears get a hold of it. Go for a few line changes. We got Kallenberger back out forward. Calvin Wheeler's on D. Eric Life on D. We got Gavin Levin and Worth on forward. Goes deep. And our first icing of the game. Yeah. Kallenberg will take the draw with Gavin Levin on his right, Worth on his left, Calvin Wheeler and Eric Life on D. Good face-off win by Gavin, sends it back to Calvin. He's going to send it low. A couple tip-ins, goes wide. Worth corrals it in the far corner. Tries to line up Levin in front of the net. Gets the puck taken away. Spirit getting the bodies in the way a little bit, hampering the Bears a little somewhat. And we have a tripping penalty on the Bears, apparently. Our first power play. Nope, I apologize. Wyatt Worth. 25 in the box for tripping, 2-minute minor. They let a couple of those go earlier. I didn't see that one. Maybe it was behind the play. So we got our first penalty kill. Andrew Johnson, Gavin Levin are the forwards. Got John Brown and Cal Bussin playing D. Johnson keeping them to the outside near the near wall. Shot taken, goes off. Kale, I think he saw that through traffic. Bears cycling it down low. Cal Bussin goes after it. It's in the far corner. It goes back up to the far point. Sends it across to the near point. Number 28, tip in the slot. Pretty good play. Cal Bussin sends it out, not all the way. Cale Parker saw that the whole way. Now across to the far point, he takes a low shot, and we get another stoppage. Cross check on, it looks like the Bears. Cross check must have been in front and around John Brown down there, fighting for real estate in front of Cale Parker down there. So now we're playing 4-on-4 hockey for 53 seconds. Puck comes down into the Bears zone. Okay, Kallenberger stays with it, wins the draw. Gunner keeps it in, now it gets tipped out. Yeah. Well, there's the instant replay. Matthew Skabinski wins the face-off back. Comes out. Will Peters gives chase. Got Will and Skibby on forward, and Gunner and Zahn on defense. Skibby does a good job of keeping his man bothered in the zone. Nice move there by the Bears through the legs of Zahn. Zahn recovers. Now it gets sent out. Skibby giving chase. He's deep in the zone. The Bears come back to the near corner in their own zone and look to break out. They're in the neutral zone. Sends it across. Nobody home. Oh, Gunner slips. Falls down. It gives the Bears a little bit of a chance. Good block by Zahn. He's got his man down behind the net. Now the Spirit gets Wyatt Worth back. We got a power play for 52 seconds. There's a shot on. Cale sees it all the way. And we'll see if the Bears regroup with power play. With the instant replay, Cale sees it all the way. Looks like it'll be Kallenberger, Gavin Lovin, and Wyatt Worth forwards, Brady Allen, and Eric Life on defense. Shot from the point. Kale sees it all the way. And have another face-off in the far circle. Bears win the face-off. Comes out of the zone. They send it back deep. Bears will regroup. Spirit will regroup, pardon me. Eric passes it up to Wyatt. He breaks it out to Gavin. Cross ice. Far wing. Wow. We got away with one there. Gabe was offsides a little bit. The Bears intercept, and they come up the far wing. Eric Life corrals it. Spirit zone. Across to Wyatt Worth. He's looking for a long pass. Misses Gavin. They wave off icing. 3 seconds left on the power play, as neither team can convert on the power play. Spirit corrals it back. Wyatt Worth takes it behind the net. He sends it up to Eric Life, breaks it out on the wing, sends it up. Kallenberger corrals it at the far boards. Gavin Lovin follows him in. He dumps it deep, goes behind the Bears' net. Gabe gives chase. Gavin Lovin gets into help. Gage Robb is on the ice, another forward. Got Life and Bussin on defense. Bears break out. Bussin reads it well. Backs him up. Job by Cal. Gets a foot on that. Doesn't get in there to Kale. Kallenberger ties his man up. Nick Lowe sends it hard at the boards. He gives chase. Sends it on net. Pardon me, that's Cal Bussin. Gage Robb gets there. Puck comes down the near wing. Headman's in behind Bussin. And wow. Shimp with a very good play to play the puck. Really good play to play the puck and didn't trip his man. The Bears did get a couple other chances, but Cale Parker stood strong in the net. Kept his eye on it the whole way. Bears with a nifty play there. As soon as that puck got to the boards, he sent it right around the defense and hit the guy in full flight coming around. We got Shimp centering Gage Robb and Houston Brackett. We got Gunner and Zon Werner on defense. Spirit trying to dig it out on the far half boards. Comes up to the far point. The Bear sends it back to the half board, sorry. Finally sends it into Cale Parker. He sends it. It was going wide. Makes a good save at it. Zon sends it up to Houston Brackett. He may have icing. Yep, icing. Just barely missed him. Cale makes some pretty good saves here lately. Spirit, don't think they've had a shot on goal. We don't register one on the boards. Got Shimp centering Gage Robb and Brackett still. Zon Werner on defense. He comes up to the half boards, the near boards. Wow, Cale made two really good saves there. Saw it the whole way. Spirit get caught looking at the puck, I think, in front of the net. Sends it up to the half boards. Gage Robb's trying to dig it out. They fall down. Zon Werner deflects it back. Wyatt Shimp trying to dig it out. Still in the near corner. Bears dig it out. Cale right there. Right in the middle. Good save. Got Brady Allen and Eric Life on defense. Nick Lowe, Andrew Johnson, and Will Peters, forward line. The near circle. Sends it back to the near point. They go for a tip in and they get it in. He sends it about waist high and went right over Cale's shoulders. Brady Allen backs up, keeps his man to the outside. Andrew Johnson goes around his guy, picks it up. There's a possible 2-on-1 just ahead of him. Couldn't quite catch the puck. Nick Lowe catches it on the near boards. Eric Life heads up playing the neutral zone, sends it back in deep. As the Spirit goes for a change, Wyatt Worth on the ice. Gets a change with Cal Busson and John Brown on D. Puck back into the Bears zone. Send it up the boards. Number 5 held up on a check. He was about to get Bussin pretty good, but he held up, which was good. Pass the head up. Kallenberger on the far wing. Couldn't quite corral it. It was up to the red line. Bussin flying in there to keep it back in the zone. Worth, Kallenberger, and Levin on forward. John Brown and Bussin on D. Bears send it in deep. It's behind Spirit net. John Brown gives chase. Gets a stick on it. Bears dig it out and get a quick shot on Kale. He saw it all the way. Played with a high stick. Spirit go for a change. Looks like Wyatt Shemp, Gage Robb, Houston bracket line with Zahn Werner and Calvin Wheeler on D. Be in the far circle down into the Bears zone. Spirit wins the faceoff back. Calvin Wheeler sends a shot deflected wide. Goes into the near corner. Spirit are holding it in. Bears get it behind the net. Reverse. Send it around back behind the net. Wyatt Shemp gives chase. The Bears break it out of neutral zone. We got a 1-on-2. Make a move around between D. Try to split. Chases to the corner. Shemp gets it. Tries to send around behind the net. Zahn Werner corrals it in the far corner. It's a breakout to Gage Robb up the near wall. Sends it out, and the Bears go for a change. Nick Lowe, Andrew Johnson, Gage Robb forwards. Calvin Wheeler and Zahn still out on D. As the Bears turn the net. Left the guy all alone, pulled the D out. Kale saw it. They couldn't catch it. Andrew Johnson gets it, sends it up. Took a weird bounce off the boards. Zahn Werner gets it. Looks cross ice pass to Gage Robb. He was turning the other way. They were out on a long shift too. Looks like Zahn and Calvin still out on D. Gage Robb staying out. Nick Lowe and I believe that's still Andrew Johnson on the right wing. Shot sent around the net. Gage Robb plays it off the half board. Zahn Werner comes in to help. He gets a breakout. He makes a couple of nice moves. Bears stop it at the blue line. Halt the Spirit progress. Bears go in and dances around 1D. Gets a good shot on Kale. He was watching, had his eye on it. Good stop. Eric Life now in for D's. And they score on that. I didn't see where that came from. That was defense went down and must have went right over his stick. Spirit now down 3-0. Nick Lowe centering Will Peters and Matthew Skabinski. Puck goes deep into the Bears zone. Got Eric Life and Brady Allen on D. Bears with a cross ice pass. Brady Allen stops him at the line. Bears are just offsides. Brady Allen gets it, sends it back out all the way down. It's touched by the Bears. Apparently not. Called it icing. Puck comes back down into the Spirit zone. Same line of Lowe, Skabinski, and Peters with Eric Life and Brady Allen on D. Matthew Skabinski gets it up to the far wing and sends it deep. Goalie comes out and plays it. Kallenberger, Leavenworth line forwards with Bussin and Brown. They were going for a line change, didn't realize the Bears had played that with a high stick in their zone. So the Bears touched it up and we get a face-off. Gavin Levin up in the high slot. Cal Bussin gets it, sends it back in deep. The Bears clear. Forwards head back in. The Bears clear it up the center. John Brown pushes his man. And that's the end of the first period with the score. Bears 3, the Spirit 0. The Bears have 9 shots. The Spirits have not registered a shot. We got to do something about that. And we each had a power play. Nobody could convert on the power play. Bears a little better passing plays, getting around the Spirit. Caught the D slowed down a couple of times, but first game of the year, everybody's getting their legs, getting the feeling for the new lines and feeling everybody out. All right, welcome back. Second period starts. It's like BJ Norton starting with Kallenberger, Worth, Levin line, with Cal Buss and John Brown back on D. The Bears control the face-off. Try a couple of fancy moves. Gavin Levin gets it, sends it to the far boards. Nobody home. Bears reverse it. Cal Bussin keeps his man occupied. He skates one in. It's under 5-hole maybe. Cale was down, but that was a long. Yep. As the Bears strike early in the second period. Got Andrew Johnson taking the face off with Nick Lowe on the wing and Skabinski on the wing, a little bit different. Switching them around a little. Gunnar Beaver sends it hard around to Skabinski on the far wall. They look to break out. Just misses Andrew Johnson's stick. Couple of late icing calls, but apparently that was icing. Puck comes down into the the Spirit zone, the far circle. Andrew Johnson again for the face-off. Tips it up. Skabinski gets it. We got a possible 2-on-1. Nick Lowe, he sends it deep. Everybody catches up. Andrew Johnson goes to the near corner to dig it out. The Bears tip it, hits a player on the bench for a stoppage. It should be a face-off in the neutral zone. Spirit come out with Wyatt Shemp, Brackett, and Will Peters on forward. Calvin Wheeler and Eric Life on D. Will Peters gives chase to the near corner. Bears send it back behind the net. Looking to break it out. Finally find a clear man to head it out. Eric Life standing up the blue line. Sends it back in. The Bears have to regroup. Bears break it in with the late pass. The high slot. Deflected shot goes just over the net. Cale Parker sees out all the way. Dangerous puck in the slot. Will Peters there with a stick in the way. He makes a good effort. Keeps the puck. Houston Brackett dumps it in. Hits a player on the way in. Spirit go off for a change. Worth, Shemp, and Lovin out on the ice with Wheeler and Bussin on D, and they get behind the D. Thought they had a breakout. And the Bears get it on the side of the net. Put one in. Bears now lead 5-0. 18 shots for the Bears, and the Spirit have registered 1. It's like the Kallenberger Worth Levin line. John Brown on D with Cal Bussin. Brown gets a hold of it. Worth sends it deep. Send it around to the near boards to Gavin Levin. Cal Bussin gets a stick and keeps it in the zone momentarily. Bears break it out. Bussin chases into the near corner, sends it around. Kallenberger gives chase. John Brown plays the rough, bad pass. Gavin Levin sends it to John Brown. John's going out for the breakout. It's a 1-on-4. Gets it over to Wyatt Worth, who trips and gets a shot on net. Like he was trying to stop. No, I guess we are getting a call. Bears going in the box. So Spirit get a power play. So the face-off will be in the Bears zone. E.J. Norman's going to put out like Kallenberger, Andrew Johnson, and Gavin Levin. The power play with Zon Werner and Gunnar Beaver on the D. Gunner Beaver does a good job of holding it in on the half boards. Ooh, the Bears swipe at it, try to get it out, inadvertently sent it on their own net. Now they have control. Zon Werner's there to catch it in the neutral zone. The Bears start over. Gavin Lovin misplays it. Andrew Johnson's there to corral it. He takes it in. He goes deep, centers the pass to Spirit there, just couldn't get through, hit some feet. Gunner Beaver couldn't quite hold it in. Goes up the far wall. Zon Werner goes back to regroup. Andrew Johnson takes it on the far wing, sends it up the far boards. Bears get it and send it right back in. Cale Parker slows it down behind the net. Zon sets up, the Bear player right in his face. Gabe Kallenberger brings it up. Looks up the wing. Gunner Beaver takes it. Zon Werner going for the shot. Couldn't get it off. Oh, a good centering pass to Gabe. Couldn't quite corral it. The Bears get it and have a breakout. Gunner does a good job keeping his man to the outside. Gabe backs him up. Puck goes deep. Gunner goes behind the net. Kallenberger gets his stick on it. Gunner Beaver gets it. The breakout for Gavin Lovin. The Bears D sitting there waiting in the neutral zone. 14 with some stick moving. Tries to send it in off some feet. Goes up the far wall. Gavin Lovin gets it in the neutral zone. He's in flight. Bears player just smacks it away. Gavin Lovin still has it. Tipped over to Zon Werner, over to Brady Allen, who sends it. Nice shot on net. Bears see it all the way. 2 seconds left in the Bears penalty. Bears got 2 shots on that power play. Shots are now 18-3. As the face-off comes into the Bears zone. Looks like it will be Shemp, Brackett, and Gage Robline. Brady Allen and Eric Life on D. Bears win the face-off. Goes to Brackett. He sends a hard shot just over the net. Brady Allen holds it in. Eric Life gives chase. Gets into the far corner. Keeps a hold of it. Gage Robb gets it. The breakout pass to Houston Brackett. He's a 1-on-3. Sends a shot, hits the stick. Bears have a breakout. He splits the D. Whoa. Splits the D and tries a fancy move. Oh, they're going to send the puck out of the zone. Well, good recovery by Brady Allen. Comes out of the zone, I guess, for knocking the net off. Houston Brackett, Gage Robb, Wyatt Shemp forward line with Bussin and Calvin Wheeler. Calvin gets to it on the half boards. Gets a stick on it. Holds the player up. A little nifty through the legs pass. Comes out of the zone. Bears send it deep. Wyatt Shemp sends it out, just out of the reach of Houston Brackett. He chases his man into the Bear zone, keeps pressure on. Wyatt Shemp sends it back into the Bear zone from the neutral zone. Gage Robb in there to mix it. Will Peters now on. Houston Brackett off. Bears go for forward change. Looks like Skabinski and Nick Lowe now on with Will Peters. Bears send it into the Spirit zone. Zon Werner in the far corner. Bears corral it in their far corner, send it up to the half boards. Plays it out. Man all alone in front. Sends it wide. I think Cale got a piece of that. Spirit are doing a little bit of chasing here. They need to slow down and find their position. Zon Werner corrals it, sends it ahead. Will Peters was breaking. He goes off for a line change. Skabinski chases into the Bear zone, puts pressure on. Wyatt Worth now on. And then we got an icing. Come back down into the Spirit zone. Like the Spirit will come back with Kallenberger, Worth, Levin line. Defense. Brady Allen and Eric Life. Brady Allen gets it in the neutral zone, saves it. Wyatt Worth sends it in deep, chases. Kallenberger goes in to help. They dig it out. Kallenberger keeps it down low, kicks it in. Gavin Levin goes chase. Goes to an open corner. Sends it up to the near point. Wyatt Worth pesters. Gavin Levin gets it. Fakes the pass. Sends the Bear down. It goes up into the high slot. Eric Life sends it over to the left wing to Wyatt Worth. Sends it to Kallenberger with a good shot on goal. A little better puck movement there from the Spirit. Held it in and got a good opportunity. Spirit go for a wholesale line change. Looks like Wyatt Shemp, Houston Brackett, Gage Robb line, Kurt Busson and John Brown on D. Being face off in the far circle in the Bears zone. Wyatt Shemp take the draw. Bears win it straight back, nobody home. They get it, corral it around corner. Gage Robb sends it back to John Brown. He sends it in deep. Brown and Shemp give chase. Goes at the half boards, the Bears have it. Cal Busson with a stick in the way. Gage Robb now takes it. He sends it down deep. Houston Brackett beats his man to the puck. Slips but gets a pass off. Houston Brackett letting his Bears player know that he's there. Cal Busson goes off of the skate, sends it in. Bears corral in their zone. They send it back up through the middle. Cal Busson sends his guy wide. Goes down, sends his stick around. He skates it around and finds a hole, top corner. He's looking for someone in the middle and I guess saw the corner. That's a good shot. Now 6-0, shots are 18-4. Oh, here's the instant replay. Now, Andrew Johnson, Skabinski, Nick Lowe, forwards, with Zon Werner and Calvin Wheeler on defense. Bears get it. Take it in. Zon Werner gets a stick in the way, sends it out to the neutral zone. Bears corral and send it cross ice. Back to the D in the Bears zone. Sends it cross ice to the near boards. Just skips over Zon's stick. And he was offsides. Oh. Zane Lutzke is in net now. Stretching out his groin. Guess we have a timeout. Zane Lutzke going through some warm-ups. Get a chance in net today. Spirit heads out from the instructions from Coach BJ Norman. They're going with the Shimp, Skabinski low line. Eric Life and Brady Allen on defense. Face off is out of the zone. Andrew Johnson wins it cleanly. Comes back to Eric Life, takes it around the net to the half boards. Nick Lowe tries to send it out. Eric Life pesters. Brady Allen dumps his player in front of the net. Bears get it, come around behind the net. He's trying to fancy move, and Brady Allen knocked him off the puck. Brady Allen and Skabinski dig it out of the corner. Good play there by Andrew Johnson to poke it away. Bears come around, look for that high corner again, send it high over the net. Send it across to the far point. He skates it in to the circle. It's a shot on, keeps Cale Parker busy down there, but he made good play, kept an eye on it, comes over to the near corner. Skabinski pesters his guy with the puck. Brady Allen keeps him occupied. You get some help from Andrew Johnson. Finally dig it out. They send it up to the near point. Sends his hard shot. Nick Lowe gets it. Sends it around to Eric Life, who look for an out. Skabinski's got it. He skates it up to the near wall. He sends it, tries to send it deep, kind of whiffed on it. The Bears take it. Skabinski gives chase behind the net. Puck comes up to the near boards. Bears skate it out. Kurt Busson lets his man go. Catches up with him again. Sends a centering pass. Nobody home. Wyatt Worth with a tap pass. 11 breaking. John Brown goes in the corner. Bears behind the net, try to send it over the net. John Brown gets it, sends it up to Gavin Levin, who looks for breaking Wyatt Worth. He comes up the near wing for a wrist shot. It's seen all the way by the goalie. Will Peters holds it in. Goes behind the Bears net. Wyatt Worth plays it, keeps on it. Will Peters sets a good little screen. Gavin Levin sends it up to Kurt Busson, who sends it low. The beautiful screen by Will Peters. And Wyatt Worth gets the rebound to put it in. Well, they found the formula. Can't stop what you can't see. Good puck movement there by the Spirit. It's good to see. We watch the replay here. Oh, didn't missed it, sorry. No, good movement there by the Spirit. Will Peters camped out in front of the goalie. Went off the goalie and he didn't see it. Wyatt Worth falling down, puts it in. Peters, Levin, and Beaver are out. Forward line. I'm sorry, Worth. Levin and Zon Werner and Beaver on defense. Will Peters breaks it out off Levin's stick. Zon Werner plays it up to Wyatt Worth, tips it. Bears corral it up, gets ahead of steam at the blue line, keeps it wide. Zon Werner knocks it away. Gavin Levin tries to send it up the boards. Werner and Levin try to dig it out. A low slap shot goes wide. Looks like it might have been deflected off Will Peters. Good poke out by Zon Werner. Gavin Levin with a little bit of Gavin with a little bit of physicality. Zon Werner breaks it in. He's looking for some help. Got away from him. Bears breaking around. Wyatt Shimp goes up, plays, stops it at the point. Gets away from him. Shot goes wide of the net. Right in front of Zane Lutsky, and smartly covers it right in the crease. Score is 6-1. The Bears leading. Bears with 20 shots. The Spirit with 6. It's like the Spirit are getting a little more comfortable with each other. A little bit better passes. A little smoother play. Maybe they calm down. Looks like the Shimp, Brackett, and Gage Robb line out there. Calvin Wheeler on D with Eric Life. Calvin gives his guy in the corner. Gage Robb comes in there to break. Oh, sorry, that was Wyatt Shemp comes in to break things up. Calvin Wheeler puts his man in the boards, keeps him behind the net. The Bears looking for an open place. Gage Robb gets in the way, bothers his player, gets the puck out, nice breakout. Houston Brackett chasing, has a break. Bears knock it just ahead of him, he couldn't quite catch it. Gage Robb goes in, the half boards. Wyatt Shemp knocks it down. He puts a shot on net, goes wide. Eric Life coming up. Oh, and there's a trip, no call on that. Eric Life made a good play. Bears come in all alone with a good play. Zane Lutsky saw it the whole way. Gage Robb breaks it up. Eric Life sends it up to Houston Brackett, who just overskates it. He was looking for a little bit of a break. Couldn't quite get it. Good play in front, but couldn't connect. Went through the crease. Backhander goes wide from the Bears. Calvin Wheeler chases in the corner. Wyatt Shemp is on him. Man, here comes Houston Brackett with a break. He's got a guy tying him up. Gage Robb skates off for a line change. They've been out there a little while. Looks like Andrew Johnson, Skabinski, and Nick Lowe line. Cal Bussin loses it. Zane watches it. He gets a shot off. Looks like deflected up on his mask. Goes over the net. Bears have it behind the net. Andrew Johnson plays it. Tries to send it back to John Brown. It squirts out. John Brown sends it up to Skabinski, who deflects it out. Nick Lowe chases his man and gets there. Makes a good effort. Falls down. Skabinski follows up. He gets in there and gains control. Then it goes off stick at the point. The Bears, John Brown going for a hip check on the far boards. Bears skating around. He's got some help in the back, down low in the near corner. Bears come out with it. Bears shoot it off the side of the net. Cal Bussin gets it. He tries to send it high. It hits the player. Comes back down. Skabinski gets it on the near boards. He keeps a hold of it. And he sends it up the boards, just out of the reach of Andrew Johnson. Cross ice pass doesn't connect. It'll be in for icing. Shots are 21 Bears, 6 for the Spirit, 6-1. 3:45 left in the second period as we line up in the Bears zone. Kallenberger, Levin, Peters, the forward line with Zon Werner and Gunnar Beaver on defense. Kallenberger controls it for a little bit. Gets in the corner, they get it out. Beaver sends it across to an open Levin, but Bears read that one. Coming around, it's now he sends it in front. Zane comes out to play and just deflects it by him. Another one of the Bears streaking in behind the D. Here's a replay. He sends it up and just sees that opening right behind the D. A good deflection. Bears up now 7-1. It's like Kallenberger, Levin and Peters line. Beavers and Zahn still out there. Puck comes out. Gavin Levin gives chase. Gets a stick on it to deflect it in the neutral zone. Goes into the Spirit zone with near corner. Zahn Werner lifts it up off the glass. Comes out high off the glass. Comes out. I guess it was played with a high stick. Whistled it down. The Bears must have hit it up on the glass. So we get a face-off in the Bears zone. It's like Kallenberger, Peters, and Levin still out there with Werner and Beavers. Kallenberger wins the draw. Zahn sends it. Nice, good shot. Nice low shot. Nick Lowe. Nice. Will Peters Will Peters again down there causing a little havoc down there in the crease. Gets the goalie and gets him pulled out, and I think Kallenberger knocked that in. Here's the replay. Warner sends it deep. Peters down there, yeah, he deflects it. Kallenberger swipes it, picks it up. Will Peters wreaking a little havoc down there in front of the net. Good work by the Spirit. Score's now 7-2. Shots 21 Bears, 7 Spirit. 2:45 left in the second. Huh? Oh. Scott informed the shots are wrong, so we'll get that total maybe at the end of the second. Brady Allen keeps his guy behind the net. He gains control. Gabe Kallenberger plays it, sends it up to Will Peters just off of his stick. The Bears send it back in deep, rolls along the dasher. Eric Life down low, gets it, sends it all the way back around, nobody home. Will Peters gives chase. He gets it a tap, gets his guy to get out. Puck is reversed, it's down into the near corner. Eric Life is on his man down in the corner. They fight for control. Sends it across to the high slot. Zane sees that the whole way, nice stop. Spirit go for a wholesale change. Looks like Gage Robb, Wyatt Shimp, and Houston Brackett on forward with Cal Bussin and Calvin Wheeler on defense. Bears win the draw clean to the far point. Winds up for a slap shot. Gets deflected, goes just wide of the goalie. Comes up to the near point. Houston Brackett has control of it. His man backs up. They have a 3-on-3. Houston sends it wide. Looks like it went off the end of his stick. Calvin Wheeler steps up to the half boards. The Bears send it out to the near wall. They send it deep. Calvin Wheeler gives chase. Man goes behind the net. Wyatt Shimp takes him. Calvin Wheeler takes over. Goes off of Gage Robb. He sends it up. Centers for Houston Brackett. Back to Gage Robb. A little give and go at the blue line. Got control of the neutral zone. It's a 3-on-3. Gage with a good shot. Just wide. Wyatt Shimp corrals it in the near corner. Houston Brackett's fighting for it. Doing a good job keeping control. It finally loses it to the Bears. They get a breakout and come up. Cal Bussin looks to move on his man. Skips around him. Bears go around the net. Cal Bussin pokes it away at the far corner. Good job there. And Gage Robb tries to deflect it out. It goes out wide. Bears get control. Take it wide. Zane Lutzke watches it all the way across. He's not sure where it is. It comes out to the high slot. Now he sees it. He's back in position. It comes up to the, whoa, that was a dangerous puck. Sat there in the top of the crease. Someone got a stick on it and knocked it out. Skibby gives chase. Goes up to the blue line. Shimp knocks it out. Skabinski's coming up to the near wing. Make a play. Sends it in on net. And that's the end of the second period. Bears 7, Spirit 2. Get a couple of good goals, good hard work by Will Peters down there in front of the net. Cause a little problem down there. Like I said earlier, you can't stop what you can't see, so some good work down there. Get some bodies down there and block them off. So looks like the Spirit have a little more urgency to them now, so maybe they're getting comfortable. First game flutters, you know, first period, so we'll be back. See you in the third period. Welcome back, everybody, to the third period. The Bears team lead the Spirit 7-2. Spirit looked a little better towards the end of that, probably the last third of the second period there. Got a couple of goals under their belt. They seem to be a little more comfortable. I think they're still fleshing out some of the lines, the new line mates, a little different style of play with the new players and things. And got a Will Peters camped out in the front of the net for those 2 goals, which really helped, and screened him well and pulled the goalie out on one. Gabe Kallenberger got that second goal, just sitting there in the crease, free and clear. So first game jitters hopefully gone. Get them out of the way, you know, just like I said, feeling out the rest of your new teammates. Some of them have different line mates and just a little different look from the team, so just have to figure that out. Bears had several plays where they got someone in behind our D, just a little slip, couple little tip-ins on a couple, and a little bit of watching the puck sometimes, but start of the season, they'll work the bugs out. Go to a high school tournament next week in Lexington and Louisville, Kentucky. Good way to start off the season, a little trial by fire, I guess you could say. Just throw them right into it. So I'll just be glad to be playing hockey at this point. So Scott's bringing this. He's got a pretty better production than last year even. Everything is being broadcast simultaneously on Periscope, on the SYHA website on the Varsity page. You can watch it there, and I think directly to Scott Lutzke's Facebook. And then later, I think he edits these a little bit and then puts them on not Facebook, on YouTube, so you can watch them later. Bears will start with, call it the KLW line, I guess. Kallenberger, Levin, and Worth on forward. Got Zahn Werner and Gunnar Beaver on defense. Zane Lutzke's back between the pipes for the third period. Looks like they may be playing a half game for each goalie then. Maybe Zane will stay in the rest of the way. Like I said, he's kind of nursing a little bit of a pulled groin, and just Wyatt Worth with a quick turnaround shot. It rides up the dasher. The Bear sends it around Gunnar. Zahn makes a play, keeps a stick on it, pushes it to the far corner. He sends it to the circle. Doesn't get a shot away. Gabe Kallenberger intercepts him there. Zahn Werner with the stick in the way. Tries to flip it out of the zone. Goes off the end of his stick. Zane Lutzke comes out and covers. Spirit go for a wholesale change. Brady Allen, Eric Life on defense. Nick Lowe centering Andrew Johnson and Matthew Skabinski. Matthew Skabinski on the near boards. Gets for the breakout. Couldn't quite corral it. Nick Lowe gets it. Can get ahead for 2-on-1. Couldn't quite get there. Bears play it across. Send it deep behind their net for a regroup. Matthew Skabinski pressures. He sends it around to the near boards. Nick Lowe kind of surprising him with a weird bounce off the boards there. Bears break into the zone. Eric Life backs his man up. He goes for a pass through the crease. Nobody home. Keeps it in. The Bears keep it in, sorry. Sends it off Zane Lutzke's shoulder. Zane sees that all the way. Makes a good play. Puck comes around to the near boards. Matthew Skabinski looks to make a breakout. Eric Life, Brady Allen on D. Bears get a quick shot off to Zane, who sends it to the far corner. Nick Lowe sends it up the boards and gets it out. Andrew Johnson gives chase but breaks off for a line change. John Brown, Eric Life out on D. Pass just under Matthew's stick. Houston Brackett on now. Forward with Wyatt Shemp. Eric Life gets a shoulder in there and knocks his guy off the puck. Good move there. Good solid physical play. Wyatt Shemp backs up John Brown. Oh, sends a headman pass just off Houston. Didn't quite connect. Misses it for icing. Looks like John Brown and Eric Life on defense. Wyatt Shemp, Gage Robb, and Houston Brackett forward line. The face-off's in the far circle in the Spirit zone. Wyatt Shemp takes it. Puck comes out of the zone. Houston Brackett gives chase. A whiff by the Bears. Houston looks to split the D. Does a good job. Gets around and Bears goalie smothers it. Good job by Houston to stay with it and keep with that puck. You never know when you get a chance like that. Spirit looks like they go for a wholesale change. Cal Buss and John Brown on defense with the Kallenberger, Love, and Worth line. Gabe takes the face off. Ties his man up, wins the face-off. Gavin gets it. It's short boards. Cal Bussin pokes it to hold it in. Can't quite keep it in. The Bears play it. John Brown heads over to intercept his man. The Bears go around the net. Reverse play. Wyatt Worth and Cal Bussin down in the near corner. I'm sorry, that's Kallenberger down there with Cal. In the near corner, the Bears break it out. Zane pokes it away before he can get to the net. Bears are cycling it. Wyatt Worth sends it up high off the boards. Looks like this may be icing. Nope, they wave it off. Good hustle by Gavin Lovin to get down there. Try and keep on the play. Gavin and Cal keep it down there in the corner. Cal comes back up to the point. Gavin does a good job. It was a 2-on-1 and he wins a pretty good little battle. Bears finally break it out. John Brown sends it off the boards back out to the neutral zone. The Bears making a change. That guy gets it. Sidesteps a check by Gavin Lovin. The Spirit go to send it in deep. Wyatt Worth gives chase as the Bears make a change. Send it up to the near boards. Zon Werner tries to hold it in. Nick Lowe helping. Calvin Wheeler, it's a good stop. He grabs it, sets it down, backhands the puck out to the neutral zone. Goes into the Bear zone. They will corral it. Send it over to the winger. Calvin Wheeler with a nifty little poke check to get the puck out of the zone. Goes around to make a play. Zane Lutzke follows the puck. Good play. Bears win the face-off and give a quick shot just wide. Comes out to the near point. Catches Zane Lutzke up high. Looks like it may have surprised him where it was going. Might have been a fluttering puck. Bears send the puck into the high slot. Nobody home. Skabinski gives chase against the near boards. Wins the battle and gets it back to his teammate. The breaking Zon Werner doesn't quite get out. Puck still on the near boards. Gets backhand pass. Bears finally gain control. Nick Lowe gets it. Out to center ice. Pass from Andrew Johnson. Bears get it on the near boards. Gain control of the zone. Hit it back to the point. Matthew Skabinski bothers him. Zon Werner tries to send it out. Shot from the point goes just so wide of the net. Bears can't quite get it out of the zone. Now Zon Werner does. He's on his horse. He's got a 1-on-3. Gets a hard shot. Hits the goalie right in the chest. He's out of center. Matthew Skabinski with a good shot there. Just wide. They may have gotten a stick on his. Zon seen him circling around. It's a good play by Matthew to go low down there. Eric Life bothers his player. heads his man off. Puck goes out into the high slot, now over to the near corner, behind the net. Zane Lutsky watching all the way. Bears almost had a shot on goal down there. Eric Life sends it to the near corner. Brady Allen gives chase. Matthew Skabinski waiting on the boards that didn't quite get it to him. Nick Lowe gets in there. He gets a stick on it. Spins it around. Bears can't quite get the Spirit can't quite get a handle on it. Bears getting a couple of bounces. Eric Life pressures his man. Gage Robb on the boards trying to cut it off. Brady Allen finally gets it out to a breaking Matthew Skabinski. He's got sent wide. He goes to the corner, gains control. Oh, has a nice pass, almost a nice pass. Looked like it went off his skate. He had a good idea. Knew Nick Lowe. Knew that Gage Robb was centering there. Shot from the point over to the low slot. Left-handed shot. Zane Lutsky had it all the way. Closed off that side and got it over. Will Peters breaking down the near boards. And they got an icing. Looks like the forward Bears make a couple of changes. Looks like Kallenberger, Worth, Lovin on the forward, Brown and Bussin back on D. Gay will take the draw, be to the left of the Bears goalie down in their zone. Tries to win it back. Goes to the Bears. They take it behind their net to regroup. Wyatt Worth gives chase, pesters his man. Puck goes up the near wall. Gavin Lovin stops it with a foot. He ties up his man. Kallenberger goes in to help. Low shot by John Brown. Ooh, went through the crease on a couple deflections there. Wyatt Worth gets the puck, takes it around, shoots it off the goalie, hits the net. Good low shot by John Brown there. Never know what's going to get off of a foot. Did have Wyatt in the open slot there, but he wasn't ready to corral it. Good pressure there by the Spirit. Looks like they make a wholesale change. Gunnar Beaver, Zon Werner on defense. Nick Lowe taking the draw between Andrew Johnson and Matthew Skabinski. Skabinski peels around the net, pesters his guy behind the net. He rolls out to the half boards, sends it across. Bears have it along the near corner in their zone. Now they send it around to the far point. They look for a breakout. Gunnar Beaver makes chase. Does a good job corralling it down there. Andrew Johnson holds it down in the near corner. Beaver and Nick Lowe help out. Nifty little pass that goes to nowhere. Oh, Andrew Johnson, we've got a breakaway here, folks. Andrew pouring it on. Oh, gets a stick on him at the last second. Good job there. Zon Werner, he's on his horse. He outplays him. He sends it around. Hard gets it out of the zone. Bears send it around. They gain the zone. Skabinski on his man. He gets it out. Bears gear back up. Looks like a former Saints player with the socks they have. Andrew Johnson steals it from him with a nifty 2-on-1. Just couldn't get it through. Had a breaking Wyatt Shemp. Good idea. Now Gage Robb's on the ice. On D we've got Calvin Wheeler and Eric Life. Gage Robb has got it behind the net. He passes it up to the half boards. Shemp gives it back to him. Bears try to send it all the way down, and they hit Andrew Johnson. Going for a change. Gage Robb pesters his man in the Bear zone on the near boards. He falls down. Shemp, Brackett, and Gage Robb line out. Gage gets control, dumps it deep. Houston Brackett with good chase. Tying his man up. Puck comes up to the near boards. The Bears break it out. Calvin Wheeler's there. He ties up his man, ties his stick up. Calvin Wheeler digs it out between the Bears player's legs on the board, sends it to the far corner, down in the spirit zone. Eric Life with a head pass up to Houston Brackett. Eric gets it back and gets it deep. Eric goes off for a line change. Cal Bussin comes on with Calvin Wheeler on D. Looks like Gavin Leavenworth and Shemp are out now. Calvin Wheeler sends it over and goes off for a change. It goes into the zone. The goalie comes out to play it, and he wisely covers it. Gavin Levin giving chase there. Could have had a quick little backhand play. Spirit playing with a little better, little motivation here. Their feet are moving a little better. They're getting some good passes, a little better control. Got the Kallenberger Leavenworth line with Cal Bussin and John Brown on D. Face off down in the Bears zone. Oh, they tip it by Cal Bussin. John Brown gives chase. Smartly gets his body in the way. Good job. Gets that puck to get out of that zone. So he had a man breaking ahead. Good play by John. Cal Bussin gives chase into the far corner. He gets his guy up against the wall, digs it out. Goes to an open Bears player. Gabe Kallenberger knocks it away. Wyatt Worth steals it. He's on a break with Gavin Levin. Gavin, he whiffs on it. Sends it high over the net to the near corner. Wyatt Worth sends it back to Gavin Levin, deep. Gabe Kallenberger sending it back through his legs in the high slot. Nobody home. Zon Werner sees that and moves up. John Brown moves up. Got a 2-on-2 with the Bears in deep. Tries a fancy move. Zane had that locked down. Watched it the whole way. Didn't go for any of that trickery. Gabe Kallenberger moves up to Gavin Levin. Gavin smartly takes it up to Zon Werner. He takes it into the zone. Fires it through the front of the net. Nobody home. Spirit were on a line change. So that was off the post, went right over Zane's shoulder, but hard slap shot from the far point. Matthew Skabinski gets it on the half wall, far wall. Goes deep in the zone. Spirit zone. Zane Lexi slows it down. Zon Werner sends it up to the half boards. Nobody home. Zon keeps his stick on it. He does battle with Andrew Johnson and Matthew Skabinski. Can't quite corral it. A good play. Will Peters tries to send it in. He gets it in alone. The others went off for a clear the zone. Will gets it down there deep. The Bears come out with it. Beaver gets beat just trying to do a hip check, and he just couldn't quite catch his man. Good idea. Brady Allen now out there on D. He skates around behind the net. Bears player gets it. Well, they had good play. Bears sent it up front, opening the slot, and Zane Lusky knew he was there, watched him the whole way, sent it off to the side, and made another good save. Looks like Zane's moving pretty good. Here's the replay. Well, just the end of it. Bears going with, looks like Shemp, Gage Robb, and Houston Brackett line. Gage Robb controls it at the near wing. He does a flip pass, headman pass to Brackett, who chases it in. The goalie lets it go. Thought he'd covered it, but nope. And it looks like we'll have an icing here. Nope. The Bears beat him to it. Brady Allen sends it up high off the boards. They wave off any icing. Wyatt Shemp, good hustle down there. Houston Brackett right in the slot. Gage Robb gets the missed pass and puts it right on his just on the goalie's pad. Good play there by the Spirit. Good hustle by the forwards to get down there and negate the icing and get a shot on goal. Houston Brackett with some hard work. Sends it on the side of the net. Bears getting a hooking penalty. Houston Brackett with some good work there. He kept his feet moving, and it paid off. He got a shot, got it deep down there, but Bears player was hooking him. So Spirit will be on a Rob's Portable Building power play for the next 2 minutes. It's like the power play unit will be Gavin Levin, Wyatt Worth, and Gabe Kallenberger forwards. Levin's going to take the draw this time with John Brown and Zon Werner on D with a quick shot. Bears get it and send it down. Zon Werner regroups. Pass across to Gabe Kallenberger. He plays it up. Almost stopped by Worth there. It gets sent back down low. Comes up to the near boards in the Spirit zone. Gavin Levin skates around behind the net to regroup. Can't quite get it around the Bears player. They watched, keeping him down there on the half boards. Goes around the half boards to Wyatt Worth. Bears player there, John Brown gets it. He comes out. Gabe Kallenberger gets caught from behind by a Bears player. Now the Bears turn it on. Gavin Levin giving chase. Gives him a little whack in the lip pads, let him know it's there. Wyatt Worth, the headman pass to Gabe, a little too high and hard. They wave off the icing. Spirit goes for a change. Matthew Skabinski now on. John Brown passes across to Zon Werner. Back to Brown. The Spirit zone over to Andrew Johnson, who's now on with Matthew Skabinski, who gives chase at the blue line. Zon Werner tries to corral it. Zon now has it. It's a good hard shot right at the goalie. And the Spirit go with Andrew Johnson, Nick Lowe, and Matthew Skabinski on the forward line, with Kallenberger and Cal Bussin on defense. 21 seconds left in the Rob's Portable Building power play. Bears are up 7-2. Spirit haven't been able to really get a good chance on this power play. Good play by Nick Lowe there to just stop his player. That's all you got to do is pester him a little bit, and the puck goes out of play. 2 seconds left on the power play. 3:57 left in the third period. The Bears lead 7-2. Bears stick with Lowe, Skabinski, and Johnson line. Forwards, Cal Bussin and Calvin Wheeler on defense. Bears send it shot on net from the point outside the blue line. They send it across the slot, nobody home. Comes to Andrew Johnson. He takes the puck. He sends it around just far of the net, makes the goalie play it, and chases. Almost gets there to get the puck back. Nick Lowe gets it. Good work by Andrew to slow his man down. Gave Nick Lowe a chance to move in there for a possible play. Send it around. Calvin Wheeler. He stops it in the slot or in the crease. Bears get a free play, offsides. Nick Lowe sends it up to Skabinski. He sends it in deep. The Bears change forwards. Ooh, looks like Shemp took a tumble there at Brady Allen and Life on defense. Andrew Johnson, Wyatt Shemp, and Gage Robb now on forward. And I forgot to mention the Bears are at full strength. No icing. Brady Allen catches it. Whiffs on a pass, but to the Bears or to the Spirit advantage. Gage tries to send it up. It goes on up through the high slot, nobody home. Houston Brackett makes a turn, looks to head up. He gets it across the line. Gage Robb picks it up. He goes in with it, loses the puck, regains it. Well, he's had trouble in that corner today. I don't know what the deal is. Good play by Brady Allen to head his man off. Sorry. No, we got a good breakout. Here goes Gage Robb. Another chance. He goes around his man. Oh, can't quite corral it. The Bears going for a change. Almost got caught. We got a man in behind. Zane Lutzke keeps his eye on it. Makes a stop. They about caught us in a change there. Yep, just across. Put that head man in with a quick shot, but Zane was there. Good stop. Saw it all the way. Spirit go with Kallenberger, Worth, and Lovin line. Looks like John Brown and Cal Bussin on defense. Bussin plays it in the far corner. Man gets a stick in his gut. Pushes him over. Kallenberger gets it up. Oh, it's Will Peters. I apologize. Will Peters, Wyatt chases. Tries to swipe at the puck. And he just dances around everybody and goes right around Zane. Spirit got to watch that puck watching and get a body on a guy. But now the score is 8-2.
I saved it, and then I saved another one over.
Wyatt Worth gets the puck, takes it up to the far wing, takes a hard shot. I don't know if it went off the goalie over into the corner. Will Peters is down low. Wyatt Worth in the far corner. He's going for a center for Gabe Kallenberger. Gets deflected off a skate. Zon Werner gives chase back into the Spirit zone. He's down in the near corner. He sends it around to the far boards. Will Peters gets there. Calvin Wheeler backs him up. He sends it down, a fluttering puck on goal. The Bears play it. The final minute to go in the third period. Zon Werner skates it back, gets it to Will Peters. Can't quite turn and get a play on it. Calvin Wheeler gives chase in the far corner, down in the Spirit zone. The Bears corral it. Wyatt Worth hustles, gets it over. Oh, couldn't quite get it to Will. Will was breaking. Gets it back to Gabe Kallenberger. He gets a shot off. Goes just wide. Zon Werner takes it deep into the Bears zone. Matthew Skabinski with a tried a centering pass that went off a skate in front. Now the Bears come up the middle. The Bears clog it up. Gabe passes it over to Matthew Skabinski, who turns, gives it back to Gabe Kallenberger. Oh my goodness. With a beautiful backhand by, was that Andrew? Okay, Andrew Johnson picked up that little fluttering rebound. Good job, Matthew Skabinski. Here's the replay. Matthew Skabinski just sends it. Kallenberger goes down, and Johnson just backhands it, finds a hole. Yeah, good play. Well, that's it, folks. 8-3 the final. Bears had a little bit of a good plays there, but Spirit had a few flourishes. Seemed like they might have a problem with the buzzer. And no, there's some pretty good plays there. Little changes in lines. Like I said, they're just getting used to it, getting their feet under them, checking their line mates out. Everybody's got their own style, and hopefully they can get something filled out in practice this week and for our tournament next weekend. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, and hope everybody stays safe out there, and we'll see you on the next broadcast next weekend.